Audio was not planned. Bro, I was actually listening to one of my group members from One Love, sharing her testimony and where she grew up and all of that, is entitled Meet Sister Naomi. And, I'm being blessed by it because it's confirming some things that the mother has led me to understand and to know, about how back in the 50s or so, 40s, 50s, whatnot, the working class families, both black and white, were well off. They weren't impoverished. They were both well off. And when I look back on old video, like, you can even look it up. You can look it up on YouTube. Look at the way the so-called black people are dressed. Look how we're wearing suits. Look at the type of cars that we're driving. We're driving the same ones. We're dressing nice. And the cars that we're driving is the same type of cars, the same styles, the same price as the cars that the Europeans were driving, right? So, how come today is such a disproportionate factor? When you look at it today, most black people ain't driving cars that the Europeans are driving, no. And most black people are poor and destitute. Now, some, because they're in ignorance, they hustle and they get this money and they, spend it all on material things, their appearance and all of that. And I'm not even trying to go down that route because I was never that type. I was never one of them. Okay. I was never one of them. I could care less what I was wearing, as long as I was able to eat at least. Okay. Like I was never materialistic, like, at all. I had not a materialistic bone in my body, okay? So, anyway, that being said, we have to look at the reason why is such a disproportionate event going on today. How come black people are regulated to the slums and in the ghettos? And I know now, yes, we're seeing a lot of Europeans moving in amongst us. But that's just more confirmation and clarity of the time that we're living in. This is more like bruh, you should be falling on your face repenting, okay? That's what's best for you, okay? That's best for you because we about to see something. We about to see some things, all right? Because the time is up for wickedness upon this earth, okay? Just understand that. Understand that the time for wickedness is up on this earth, okay? Either you're going to live in righteousness, love, and peace and harmony with all of creation, all of humanity, or you cannot be here, okay? You about to be swept up off this earth, all right? Because this earth is going to a higher frequency, all right? This is about to be heaven, okay? A new heaven and a new earth, okay? Understand that. Now, that being said, why is it that you Christians keep turning a blind eye to our impoverished circumstances? You act like you are nothing but love, but yet you turn a blind eye to so-called Negroes. You look down upon us. You put your labels and your stigmas upon us. You want to call us black, want to call us all of these labels, all of these proverbs, bywords, and terms that your forefathers placed upon us, and you want to uphold upon us. And when we tell you that our Father has awakened us in the land of our captivity and has brought back to our remembrance of who we are, oh no, you don't want to believe us. You want to tell us to hush, and you want to claim that we are speaking hate, that it's about hatred. This ain't about hatred. We don't hate you. If I hated you, I wouldn't say a damn thing. I would just let you be destroyed. Because this destruction is here, okay? is here for you. And if you do not heed to his willing vessels that he has raised in these days, bruh, there's no hope for you, okay? Ain't no hope for you outside of repentance, true repentance, okay? You better humble yourself down, okay? Several notches. Because you have been on a pedestal for far too long. And you think that you're going to stay on that pedestal. But if you don't climb your ass down off that pedestal, you're going to be knocked off that pedestal. Now, I am sick and tired of these self-righteous Europeans out here telling us to pull ourselves up by our bootstrap. When you and your forefathers got all kinds of cushion, you had all kinds of help when you came to this country. You had all kinds of support from our government that was set up on our land. Okay? The United States Corporation was set up on top of our land. Okay? They took our land. They stole everything that we had. They're using our resources and selling it back to us. Okay? This is holy land. This is our land. That the worst of the heathen came over here and raped, robbed, and murdered. Okay? They built their corporation on top of our land with blood. Okay? When you build a town or a city on blood, when you build it with blood, there is going to be retribution. There is going to be judgment. Now, these Gentiles got to build up their atrocities for hundreds of years. Now, if you want to continue rocking with them, you go right ahead. You go right ahead and continue walking hand in hand with the worst of the heathen and see where that gets you. I suggest you do an about face. Turn around and reevaluate your life. Start listening to the children of light. Because we're here for a reason. Now, I said I did not plan this audio, and I didn't. Okay? I was literally getting ready to make my coffee. I was getting ready to wash up these few little dishes that I got in here, make my coffee. Like I said, I was listening to Sister Naomi, and the Spirit fired me up. Okay? Because it was confirmation that just back in, this is not too long ago, people. The 1940s, 1950s, even the 1960s is not that long ago. Even when I look in the early 1970s, when I was born in 1976, okay? Bruh, I did not start seeing extreme impoverishment of me and my people until about the 80s, and definitely by the 90s and the year 2000s, okay? I started seeing the decline of my people, and I wondered to myself all of my life, why is it that we are so impoverished? Why do we have to work so hard? Why do all of these other nations seem like they just get the best of this world, bruh? I had all of these questions in me growing up, okay? So I couldn't be indoctrinated like most people. I had too many questions, okay? I couldn't just accept what people was telling me, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna regurgitate that back out on paper, and now I'm a freaking, straight A student. No, that was not me in the least bit. I brought home D's and F's, okay? I was considered dumb and stupid, unintelligent. Now, I know now that I am of my Father, and I am not of this world. So I don't care if this world sees me as stupid and ignorant and unintelligent. I don't care about that. I don't care about your opinion of me. Shalom.